August the 5th, 2019. As you're looking at the Caribbean satellite from today, these are current images, and this is a system we've been watching since it came off the coast of Africa, and about 2 days ago they took it off the charts completely, and it was really being shredded. We watched it before it came in here and entered the Caribbean. Now what's happened today is the sun's been right on top of it, and you've got less wind shear. Notice as this radar cycle starts how small it is there in the morning, but today it's really developed up, and you can see some very good rotation in there. Again, this is infrared, but you can see how it went from almost nothing there, and that's what they were looking at, until it's starting to build. It's getting less wind shear and getting into warmer water. Now as of 2 p.m. Eastern, this is what we're getting. This is Monday, August 5th. Notice no new tropical cyclones are expected during the next 5 days. Now, again, in the last few hours, this thing, the rate, according to the radar, has really developed good. And maybe the 6 or 8 p.m. update on this, it may change to go back to a 10% or something. I don't know, but I know what I'm seeing, and I definitely will be keeping an eye on it if it's not mentioned by the National Hurricane Center. I've seen too many of these storms, but also let me say this, and I've said it before. We're in a new era of science going into grand solar minimum with the technology that we have to observe it. Now, with these dips in the vortices, guys, that may have a lot to do with these storms getting wiped out. It's either that or there's some other manipulation going on. But you can see the storm's very well developed. Will it cool off, or the storm clouds decay tonight during the cooling period? We'll have to wait and see. My friends in Hawaii, all you got to deal with right now is a subtropical depression, and it's moving again north instead of across the islands. Remember, it's changed. This was the path 3 days ago, and 2 days ago it went down, moved south. Now it's back up. And if you look at it on radar, these are kind of amazing. That's why I'm wondering about some weather manipulation here. Look at these rotations. It's Eric, Flossie, and I think it was Cole back towards the east here. All three storms, the tops are blown out completely. If you look very closely, you can see the rotation that surfaces outrunning all three storms. Now, also notice off the coast of California, you see that stream going north. The vortices are out of whack, and you've got a lot of wind shear moving in that direction. But those storms are getting wiped out like nothing I've ever seen in my years of watching these things. And notice down in the Caribbean, in the bottom center of our screen, that is the system I'm watching, guys. I'm just not going to take my eyes off of it yet. If it dissipates tonight and it's gone in the morning, good. But if you're watching these things, you don't let that go. Notice, here's your rotation areas from the remnants of these storms coming out into the Pacific. And there's a large area of wind that's pulling north there. And that may have to do with the jet streams that are stripping those storms apart. You also have this system coming off of Africa and rotation off the Canadian coast. So weather's strange. These dips and these vortices, guys, is critical. That is a science in itself and how it affects our weather, and it could even affect the jet stream. I'm looking at it. If I can find enough data on that to put together a video, I will. But with the shields weak, we may be seeing changes in the atmosphere, and we're definitely seeing changes in space weather and Earth's weather. But now we're also waiting for the solar stream to pick up, or the solar wind, excuse me, and that's going to put more pressure on our tectonic plates. Also, that heat, guys, that you're dealing from 1 million to 200 miles per hour in the solar wind speeds. And you see the solar wind speed temperature rise. It rises on a parallel scale with the speed. The temperature and the speed, if one goes up, the other goes up. And that heat transfers through our atmosphere to the surface of this planet. There's no way around it. And that's why you're seeing the sunburns and this wild weather. Guys, I'm watching it. I'll just keep an eye on our website at BPEarthWatch.com. The top links in the top 10 there. You've got 2 hurricane links, National Weather Service, and watch for updates there. And when I see a change in it, I'll let you guys know. Watch for other updates. It's a heads up. Be safe.